Welcome to Garden Sanity. I'm Laura, and today I wanted to give you a very quick update on how the lavender modern topiaries are doing. If you're not familiar with this, I'll put the video up at the end as to how this came to be. But this is what the one looks like. There's one each in each foundation bed. I planted a Kramer's Red Winter Heath at the base of this to give it some color here at the base, some evergreen color, pretty blooms in the winter, and also to hide some of the ugliness. I mean, this wasn't grown as a topiary, that's why I call it a modern topiary. And again, you can watch previous videos to see exactly why I got to this point with this plant. But I'm thrilled that as a topiary, it's growing back nicely. So you see all the new growth here, and you can see in some cases they're already starting on the flowers right there. It'll be a while before they start blooming, but they're starting on that path. And you do see some that's still dead. And now that this is all starting to leaf out, that's when you get a better look at what's dead and what's alive on your lavender. So some of these guys, I'm definitely going to cut back. I will trim these back and we'll see how much nicer it looks. Now here's the other one in the other foundation bed. And you can see I still have lots of real estate. I'm waiting on some shrubs I ordered so that, not that I can immediately plant them, but so I can decide what I want to put here. I know I'm going to put a bunch of pots there, and do I want this here? Do I want that there? You probably do the same thing, right? You bring stuff home from the garden centers or stuff you order online, and then you just put them there before you plant them and decide what you like. That's what I do. So again, lots of beautiful, healthy growth on this, but you can see this entire section is dead. Let me go around here to make it a little bit easier for you to see. So this whole section is dead. However, look what is here. Do you see this? And you see that? So there are some new green growth. So I may snip back some of this, but I'm going to be very careful, because if there's some new green growth, you don't want to inadvertently cut that off, especially because I want this as my topiary. Now I got another surprise for you. That is new lavender growing out of one of the stumps. So I'm thrilled about that. So that's actually going to be nice, because like the Kramer's Red Winter Heath I have on the other side, sort of camouflaging this torn driftwood looking bark is the best way I can describe it. It is beautiful. I mean, especially this. It looks like it's kind of twisting in a pretty way. Nonetheless, it'll be nice to have, again, some color down here and not just have a bare trunk. So in order to carefully trim this, I am just taking stem by stem and just giving it a quick cursory glance to make sure I don't see any signs of new growth on it. You know, I can't have a modern topiary that's partially dead. That kind of defeats the purpose. Now, I don't think you're going to be able to see this in the camera, but where I'm pointing with my pruners is a very, very tiny leaf bud. So I'm going to prune just above that, because definitely want to save that. Let's see, that's good. That's good. Yeah, you got to be a little bit, you can't just go willy-nilly in here. You kind of have to be a little deliberate looking at everything. For example, see this next to the lamp that has robin poop on it, for lack of a better word. The robins have nests all throughout the front gardens. In fact, I think they have nests behind here in the euonymus against the foundation. So there's one robin that whenever I'm out here, it decides that it needs to poop on everything. Nice. So anyway, you see that new growth at the edge, so I'm going to keep that. And then I see also some new growth right where I'm pointing. So I'm going to keep that as well. And there's Just a little guy over here I'm going to cut. Take that off. Take that off. And I think that's all I'm going to do. Because again, I'm not sure of the growth. I see some, I can take that little piece off. But you see some of this has new growth on it. So I don't want to touch it. I just want to let it be. And already that looks better. I won't say a lot better. Let me get just over here. Let's see. Get this guy. Get that guy. Yeah, I think that'll fill in nicely, especially as the weather starts to heat up. Now let me show you what I'll do with the other one. All right, so with this other one, like I said, the whole thing is dead. And I'm just going to do a double check because, no, you know what? It's not. Oh, all right, there is some, yep, there is a little bit of green. Oh, not much though. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing. I thought I was going to cut this whole section off. Nope. Oh yeah, there is some green. All right. Well, we're going to see what happens. Boy, I really thought I was going to take the whole thing off. Let's see. That's got some green. That's got some green. Nice. Okay. That's dead. Let's take that middle guy off. That I can't tell. All right. Okay. I just changed my mind and I'm not going to cut this all off. I really thought I was going to take the whole stem off. I am going to give this a little bit more time because since I see some new growth here and I see a little bit of new growth here, let me give it more time and maybe it's going to fill in. So you have, you know, what looks like a dead patch here. So let me show you that new growth. See that green all amongst the gray? That's what I'm starting to see. And I think I'm seeing a little bit down here too, but the shadows are messing with me just a little bit. Planted a lavender in front again, same thing, lavender phenomenal. And there's that one. And this is the other one. It looks nice. Lots of fresh growth. I'm really happy with it. I will keep you posted on how these are doing. And in the meantime, if you want to learn more about how to prune lavender or what to do with woody lavender, definitely watch these 2 videos next. Until next time, happy gardening.